Hanging in Tucker Hibbert's trailer before the Buffalo River Race Park weekend here in Glendon. And Tucker, how nice is it to be in your home area, being a Pelican Rapids resident?
It's awesome for sure. I mean, this is the closest race to home for us all year, and it's really close, only about 30 miles from my house. So I get to sleep in my own bed, which is a change of pace. You know, we're on the road and traveling so much, it's hard to find time to be at home. So to actually be able to be at home and go to the race on the weekend is a little different, and I'm excited. It's fun to see everybody at the racetrack. There's a lot of people that'll be here that don't normally get to come to the races because they're usually, so far away. So it's a good weekend for us.
Rumor is that you rode a sled home after a race one year?
Yeah, this race last year, I rode my sled to the track actually from home, took the trails, and my friend Michaela and I rode our sleds out here. So it was a lot of fun. It was about an hour and a half ride, so it was a little longer than I expected, but we had some fun, hit up the good trails, and showed up at the race. So this year, I think I'm just going to drive my truck and focus on the race a little more.
Your dad's a part of the crew here and an old racer himself. You told us that I think he raced into his 40s now. What is the earliest age you remember getting on a sled?
I started riding when I was 2, but I don't have a lot of memories of that. I know my dad tells me a lot of stories about how I used to try to jump and end up rolling the sled and breaking the windshield, and eventually he just took the windshield and the hood all the way off the sled because he was tired of fixing it. So, I had a lot of fun when I was younger riding and really just wanted to race real bad. I had to wait till I was 8 years old to start racing, and from then on just never looked back. Just wanted to race and go as fast as I could every time.
Being on a sled at 2 years old, I bet age 6 and 7 was just almost agonizing to come to the track knowing you can't be out there.
Yeah, there was a lot of times that I wished I was racing, but as a kid at the racetrack, I had a lot of fun just hanging out and being a part of what was going on inside the trailer, trying to help as much as I could. But I think most of the time I was just kind of in the way more than actually helping. But it was a lot of fun just to be around racing and be there with my dad and all the other teams and racers. And I learned a lot, being there and watching. And I think all those experiences helped me out today. Now just learning as much as I could from a young age, and now I'm able to kind of look back on that and take something away from it, and I think it helps me to be a better racer.
You're really at the top of your game right now. Last year was your most successful year, and a couple races left, hopefully to add on to that. But what age did you really realize that, hey, I'm pretty good at this and I can make a living out of it?
I don't know. There wasn't really a time where it just kind of like all came together for me. But, my first pro race, I was 15, and that was at the Winter X Games out in Vermont, and I was able to win that race. And that really kind of launched my career as a professional, and the X Games was a big part of that, just, giving us a platform to race on and show the world what snowcross is all about. And that was definitely a huge part of my career and what really drove me to be where I am today.
Well, what's been the reason for the success in the X Games? I think you've won seven golds in a row right now. How do you keep doing it year after year?
It's top secret. I can't tell you. It might end, but no, it's just a lot of hard work. I mean, I've been racing for a long time and have a lot of experience, and that obviously helps. And having a great team behind me, all the mechanics and my dad and my wife Mandy and everyone that works so hard to make sure everything's perfect and that the sleds are dialed in and I can go out there and do my thing. And we just get better each year and we work hard, and it's fun to have success. So we just build on that. It's just kind of getting momentum going, and it gets easier as the success comes, and as you keep working harder, it just kind of snowballs. What's
a schedule like for you in a calendar year?
Pretty crazy. I mean, it's something going on almost every day. I race motocross and mountain bikes in the summertime and snowcross in the winter, so I'm pretty much racing every weekend. And if I'm not racing, I'm doing something to prepare for the next race. So pretty rare to have a weekend where I'm not doing anything, just sitting around. I can't sit on the couch or be still very long. I got to be active and be doing something to keep my mind going and focused on racing. So it's busy every day.
I read that graphic design is a hobby of yours. Any of this work here on the uniform yours?
Not anymore. It's something I used to do a ton of, and I used to spend a lot of time working on design elements of the team, and now I have Robbie Dolland as full-time graphic designer and brand manager for the team. He does all the design work and gets everything looking good, so I don't get too much time on the computer anymore, which is kind of a bummer. I really enjoy it, but it lets me focus on the main task at hand, which is winning snowmobile races, and it just frees up my time to spend testing and practicing and training and making sure everything's dialed in. So it's good.
You mentioned the X Games, and talk about ESPN and what they've done for the sport.
ESPN and the X Games has been huge. I mean, it's given us a huge audience to show what snowmobiling and snowcross is all about, and every year it seems to get bigger and better. So for me, I'm definitely thankful for X Games, and obviously the success that I've had there has been great, and I look forward to more years to come of racing there. And it's a great track and a lot of fun to go there. And then the ISOC, the AMSOIL ISOC Championship Series has been great this year. Every year they find ways to get better, and this year has been an awesome season. We've had great racetracks and a lot of snow, and it's a lot of fun to go racing.
Take us behind the scenes of the X Games. When you're done competing and you're maybe there for a day or two, a lot of interesting people up on the mountain, I'm guessing. What's that like, hanging out with maybe Sean White, crossing paths with him?
Yeah, it's for me, it's mostly just focused on the snowcross stuff. I don't spend too much extra time there. We're just busy working, every day and trying to be prepared for the race. And then we race the following weekend, so we're pretty much out of there right after our event's done. But it is a really cool opportunity to be around so many great athletes. I mean, with snowboard and skiing and snowmobiling all in one place, it's pretty crazy the amount of talent that's all in one spot at one time. And it's fun to watch. I don't get a lot of time to check out the other sports, but when I do, it's pretty amazing to watch.
Monster Energy, big sponsor of yours along with Arctic. But why do you think the energy drinks are attracted to some of these winter sports that you're a part of?
It's just part of the lifestyle. I mean, it's exciting to go watch people, jump snowmobiles and race motorcycles and snowboards. It's just, that high octane, exciting lifestyle that people want to be a part of. And I think the energy drinks fall right into that category and fuel our lifestyle.
We're in your trailer right now. Why don't you take us through this a little bit? Is this where all the action happens, right where we're standing?
Yeah, pretty much. This is our home away from home. I mean, we spend a lot of time inside this trailer during the season, obviously the race weekends, and then also testing during the week and preparing for the events. And it's pretty calm in here right now, but tomorrow night and Saturday night it's going to be pretty crazy. Just a lot of action with all the mechanics working on the snowmobile and trying to get everything ready. And hopefully it won't be too exciting. We try to make sure that everything goes as planned and we don't have to panic too much and replace too many parts or anything like that. But for the most part, it's pretty busy in here, and it's fun that way. I like it when everyone's in here working and we're working hard together as a team. It's cool.
How many members of the team are there?
There's about eight people on a weekend that'll be here with us, and then a few more behind the scenes at the shop and working on various projects that those guys don't come to all the races. So it's a full-time job, just keeping everyone organized and dealing with everything that goes into the race team to make it successful and make everything happen. It's a lot of work and takes a lot of people, and I'm thankful to have great people behind me for sure. It makes it all worthwhile.
You mentioned the sports growing. ESPN is a big help of that. AMSOIL's been great, but for the people that haven't been out to see this or maybe have saw it on TV, what's your selling point to come out this weekend to the Buffalo River Race Park?
It's awesome. Snowcross is a super fun sport to watch, and a lot of exciting racing action, and this year's been better than ever, and we got great snow conditions out here at the track. And it's just, people get cooped up in the winter and they need something cool to do, and this is the spot. Come out here and check out some fun racing and enjoy yourselves and go home and ride your snowmobile when it's all done.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah, thank you.